All right, here we go, folks. The very first, number one, Uno Meat and Two podcast coming live here off beautiful Smith Lake, Alabama, in Cullman, Alabama, in my kitchen. I'm Anthony.
I'm Dustin.
And we're just going to do this little podcast, just kind of let you get to know us, let you know what we're going to do, how we're going to do it. Well, we really don't know how we're going to do it, but we're going to figure it out as we go. Hopefully you guys will stick around, listen to us, give us a good 5-star review. Those things help us.
Yeah, and I think we're going to have some pretty intriguing people come on.
I hope so. We know a few folks here and there, some famous, some not so famous, some wanted.
This is true.
So that's what it's going to be. But I think I'm going to start out. I'll just tell you who I am, give you a little bio on me. Can't tell you too much because the law might be listening. But anyway, my name's Anthony Crow. I live here on Smith Lake, here in Cullman, Alabama. Like I said, we're doing this podcast right now, really in the kitchen. We haven't got our studio finished yet. The building's up. It's just not prepared. And we're going to do that. But, you know, and I'm looking at notes, folks. I'm an old man. Oop, and I hit the table. I'm not supposed to do that. I'll be 59 by the middle of turkey season. End of turkey season in Alabama. But the middle for the rest of the world.
Well, we're always on the road for your birthday.
Yeah. Sometimes Easter.
Yeah. Yeah. And Whataburger's on thing open in Texas.
Yeah, you don't want to be in Victoria, Texas on Easter because there's nothing open but a Whataburger. I know Cuz Strickland loves the Whataburger, but when you've been eating hamburgers all day long, you kind of want a sit-down meal after a 10, 12-hour drive, and then you still got a 4 or 5-hour drive to go the next morning. But anyway, that's who I am. My partner over here, I'm going to let him tell you about himself. He knows more about him than I do.
Yeah, yeah. Well, my name is Dustin Miller, and I'm from Addison, Alabama. We have, like I was saying, I'm Dustin Miller, and I'm from Addison, Alabama. I'll be 43 February 21st.
Just a baby.
Yep. So, Valentine's and birthday is going to be at the NWTF in Nashville next weekend.
Where we will be. Look for us.
Yeah, we'll be walking around trying to meet some folks and bringing.
You'll see our hat. We'll be wearing hats, T-shirt, the logo, that kind of thing.
That's right.
Hard to describe the logo. I hope I can get it up on this podcast so you can kind of see it as our artwork.
It's unique. No one else has it.
Very unique. Like Alan did us a bang-up job.
Yes, he did. Well, I mean, this has been a long time coming, so, I mean, we might as well get into how this all kind of started.
Well, if you really want to go back to how it all started, we'll go back to I was sitting downstairs in the winter, and you was in Louisiana doing storm work.
Right.
And I get a phone call from you. Really didn't know you that well either. You just done some work for me.
Right.
We knew we both liked to turkey hunt. And I knew you wouldn't take me turkey hunting because you knew I liked to turkey hunt. And
well, I hit you up. I said, man, I want to do a Grand Slam. And you said, hey, I'm not getting any younger. Let's do it. And I said, well, I mean, I've tried to do it with a couple of my friends and stuff, but nobody comes through. And you said, I'm in the same boat. And we said, well, let's go. Where are we going this year? You said, I don't care. I said, let's go after a Rio in Texas. And we had plenty of travel time to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
And listen to podcasts on the way turkey hunting. So
we were in Texas a little bit longer than we thought we'd be in Texas.
Yeah.
So we had plenty of windshield time, I guess. Plenty of road time, but windshield time.
Yeah.
Our first 3 days was a little lacking of birds, even though you did kill one.
Right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we walked every inch of that property, and we we sent a few hens and heard another bird gobble, and then
Oh yeah, I heard the bird gobble.
and it
Thought I was going to have to get a little outlaw in me, but I didn't do it. I sat on the other side of the barbed wire fence and listened to him.
well, in all actuality too, there's a good chance it was the next day, so possibly the bird that I harvested was the bird you heard because it was just on the other side.
I
there.
don't harvest them. I kill them.
Well,
I
you know,
harvest
hey, that was-
tomatoes and corn.
I was trying to,
I know.
G-rate it.
Listen, G-rate it, and I don't care about vegans. I don't care about PETA,
That's right.
and I hope you guys don't. And if you do, you probably won't listen to us anymore anyway.
Right. Yeah, because I mean we've been asked how long we've been turkey hunters, but we always respond, well, we're turkey killers. That's what we're here for. That's what we want to do. We're driven by a huge force for those few months.
And we mossy oak wearing camo people. They don't sponsor us. You can if you want to, but they don't.
That's right.
We were even asked if we were pro staff in South Dakota this past spring when we were out there. Of course, we weren't, but we can be. Mossy Oak, Toxie, Cuz. Anyway, I guess, I made a little list. We're trying to do this thing right. I made a tiny outline to tell you who we were. I can tell you, we both like to hunt. We fish. I deer hunt, just killing time, waiting on turkey season. But we got squirrel dogs. We love squirrel hunt. I grew up squirrel hunting. That's what I cut my teeth on, that and rabbit hunting.
Yeah, we run deer dogs all my life and coon dogs, and being married and having children and stuff, it makes it a little hard to stay out all night chasing a coon dog, and so that's how I got into the squirrel dogs back in 2009, I believe.
Well, I wasn't never a coon hunter. My two brothers loved it, but there's a lot of extracurricular activity goes on with coon hunting, I understand, so they enjoyed that part of it too. Now I did my first deer hunting. Well, I guess I was still hunting. I hunted up in Nectar, Alabama, with some friends that I stayed with. We were real close. We thought we were cousins till we got old enough to realize that we weren't related. But actually, the first deer club I ever got in, they ran dogs. We ran dogs in the morning.
Stop.
We hunted them all afternoon, trying to gather them up, and then we still hunted in the evening times.
Yep.
And that's what we did in the first couple, 2 or 3 years. That's what I did.
I actually started off not hunting dogs. We had a little private piece of property down in Greene County, down around Bowlagee, and I actually killed my first buttonhead buck, which was my first deer at 9, out of a stand my granddaddy had built out of wood. He never bought any stands. We didn't have all that.
I sat on a limb.
Yep.
If I could scoot up the tree, I was a lot skinnier back then,
Absolutely.
more flexible.
Yeah, and the falls didn't hurt as bad as they do
Well,
now.
I'll tell you, and I hate to admit this on the very first podcast, but my very first deer may have been taken just a little before season, but statute of limitations is long gone. I was still in high school. I was squirrel hunting.
Yeah.
So, just to be honest with everybody, that was the only time. But when you're a kid and you get excited, you do whatever. I was still caught. My high school coach actually caught me. He knew he was there. I didn't know he was in the woods. But anyway, that was my first deer. He was a 3-point.
Yeah.
I was excited.
Oh yeah.
And it lit a fire. And I deer hunted. I don't know. You can chime in here, but I deer hunted for several years before I even thought about turkey hunting. And I saw turkeys. I'd be
Absolutely.
deer hunting, watching turkeys, big turkey, and that was this was, I'm older than you are. This was in the 80s, really the golden age, supposedly the 80s and 90s of turkey hunting. But I didn't know it, didn't know nothing about it. I mean, my dad didn't even deer hunt.
Right.
So-
Well, that's the thing. Where I hunted in Greene County until I was 13, it was covered with turkeys. And then we actually started hunting in a club down in Camden, Alabama, in Wilcox County. and it had turkey galore, but I didn't turkey hunt. I actually didn't start turkey hunting until 2010. A friend of mine, Brandon Bartlett, introduced
Oh
me
my
to it.
God.
Yeah. Yep.
I turkey hunted. Me and my brother, we. Well, here's the funny story. If you want to know why I started turkey hunting, I didn't like getting up at daylight to deer hunt, and I just assumed you could get up and go on out in the woods 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. I didn't realize that the actual best time to be in the woods was breaking light to hear them gobble. So I guess that's why the first couple of years I probably didn't have a whole lot of luck. We hunted public land or open permit land, and we tried and tried. My brother ended up, he killed one. I think I run it to him, but he'll never admit it. But I didn't kill my first turkey until I was in a club in Barber County. It was called AA Hunting Club, not Alcoholics Anonymous. It was Alabama, Arkansas. But I got down there, and let me tell you, that place had turkeys. I mean, I stood on the side of a hill one morning, and I'm not lying at all, if I didn't hear 15 different turkeys gobbled down that holler, I didn't know the first thing about it. I messed up. I should have killed dozens of turkeys down there, but I did end up killing one the Saturday before Easter, and the doggone thing run on me. There's two of them come in, but it run off and went in a brush top. I couldn't find it. At the time, I didn't know, and I had to go home because it was Easter.
Right.
I had little kids then.
Well, I started in 2010, and I almost killed one I guess the second time I went out. But of course, a turkey's a turkey, and they wouldn't cross two little saplings that had fallen in the log road. They was coming in on a string and got cut off by a hen. But it actually took me 2 seasons before I harvested my first bird.
Well, this was, I don't even know if he was born then, but I guess it was 1995, 96 when I killed my first one. And I hunted nothing but Alabama until me and you got together.
Right, yeah.
Which was 2020, was that COVID time? Was we in COVID times?
Yeah, I believe so, because we were surprised in Texas that everybody was.
So
COVID was just over. When we went to Texas, we couldn't believe people were still wearing masks.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just know because we went to Texas. We got our Rios. We'll get into that one day too, but just to let you know, that marked that one off the list.
Right.
And then we ran into the master, the OG of turkey hunting at the deer show that following summer, Turkey Man, Eddie Salter.
And we were actually asking him about South Dakota.
Yeah, we were looking for a hunt in South Dakota, and he let us know, and I'm sorry, people, I just tapped the table again, but he let us know he had a hunt going down in Florida with a guy that was kind of a charity deal, and we got set up with him. We didn't even realize he had an opening, but he did, and we was two kids in a candy store on Christmas morning. After we knew we was going to get to hunt with him, my oldest son still laughs about that, how giddy we were that we was going to get to hunt with the master. But we do that. And then we this is just on a little of our turkey hunting history. We did that, and then we went back again last year. You had luck. I missed big time. Still don't know what happened. But I did get my Osceola the first time down there, which is another long, drawn-out story.
Absolutely.
But, anyway, we both got them then, and then we decided we was going to head out west.
Right.
And go to South Dakota.
The only other state I had hunted prior to us starting our Grand Slam was Kentucky, and I got lucky to actually I killed the biggest bird that had ever come off my friend's farm, Sam Brown, up there, and I had the whole thing mounted because he said, if not, leave it with me. Since it come off his farm, it's the biggest bird ever harvested here. But,
well, I did hunt Mississippi one time. It was my ex-father-in-law's house, one of the greatest men I ever knew. He's passed away now, but he fixed it up. He had a farm down there, and then he knew everybody around him. And I went over there and turkey hunted. I didn't have no luck. I don't think I'd even killed a turkey. I was still trying to figure this stuff out, people my age and older, they don't tell you nothing.
Well, I mean, I believe you figure something out every year. Every bird's different. I hunted one down in Randolph County in Wedowee. It took me almost the whole season, and when I finally got close, it still didn't happen. When I finally got to lay eyes on the bird, so I mean, it just happens.
Well, I don't think we meant this to turn into a turkey hunting show, but and it really is not. We're just kind of telling you that is our passion. We do a lot of different things. I mean, as far as deer hunting, squirrel hunting, and that kind of stuff. I used to build game cameras. I had all kinds of little things I used to do. Well, I will say we finished up. We hit Kansas and Nebraska last year. I killed one in Kansas. You killed one in Nebraska. And we both killed one in South Dakota. So we got our slam done. We're done with the slam. And to be honest, if I hadn't have missed in Florida, I'd had a single season slam on top of my first Grand Slam would have been a single season.
Yeah.
But something happened. I don't know.
We have definitely met some characters along the way, and we'll get into that.
Oh yeah,
I mean, for sure.
I hope we have a few of them characters on here.
Yeah, me too. Hayden and
Hayden.
Wes.
He saved us. Wes. We met him down in Florida when I just got in trouble playing on Eddie's long box aluminum top call.
Yeah.
At 11 o'clock at night. Apparently, the guests didn't like that.
Yeah.
That wasn't the year though we cleaned the turkeys in the bathroom down there.
No, that was the year before.
Yeah. We did skin out a couple of turkeys on the sink and in the bathtub.
Yeah, we actually caped them.
We caped them down there. It looked like a murder scene. I had to go sneak down into the office and swap a broom and a garbage bag. We had to do something with the carcasses. And it was a mess. Man, but we've had some good times though.
Yes, and we hunted hard on that hunt, which we hunted hard in Florida this time.
Yes.
I got lucky. I mean, I was able to kill one the first morning, but
you killed old Josie.
I killed Josie Wells. Yeah, they've been trying to kill him for 3 years. So
you put a picture of that up on the Talk About It Outdoors.
Yeah,
the official Talk About It Outdoors podcast Facebook page.
Yep.
I think we need to. We'll make sure if it's not on there, and you guys hadn't looked, we have a Meat and Two Facebook page. We'll start posting some pictures and some things. We'll probably have some pictures of us sitting here looking like fools while we're trying to do this first podcast, and just see how it turns out.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Meat and Two thing, we come up with that in Florida.
In Florida,
yeah.
Sure did.
Yep.
We were eating at a Meat and Two.
That's right.
Meat and Three. We went all kinds of different things, but we settled on Meat and Two.
Well, we didn't want it to be, even though, I mean, if you can't tell already, we're as passionate about turkey hunting as you can be. But, you know, we also still deer hunt some. We squirrel hunt. We fish. So we wanted it to be about all different kinds of wildlife. And that's kind of where the meat comes in, which you never know.
We also meet great people.
That's true.
So it might not be spelt the same, but it can play off of it. And we're gonna try to bring those people to you. We got some, we've made some good friends already with Alex Avord and Nick Wilson over there with the Talk About It boys, and hopefully they won't criticize us too bad on this first podcast. Maybe one day they'll actually have us on a podcast. They had us on one, but I guess we were so bad they had to delete it. Wouldn't even put it on the air. I was looking forward to that. It was going to be my debut.
Yeah, your little few minutes of fame.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But
yeah,
didn't happen. So here we are talking about them.
Well, I know they're going to make a trip up here and be on our podcast sometime. We're going to wait till the weather breaks and turkey season's over with.
Turkey season will have to end, and maybe we'll have some warm weather and we can get them up here. I live on the lake, and maybe we can get them on the dock or out in the boat. We'll maybe stretch a line, catch a stripe or something.
Yeah, maybe we can go get on some crappie tops.
Yeah. So
maybe do a little fish fry or something.
Well, something going on. I hope I got a bunch of turkey breast. And
that's true.
I'll do some turkey fingers or smoke one. Do something like that. They're going to be at the NWTF convention in Nashville too. Can't remember their booth number.
I think it's 1229 if I'm not mistaken.
Well, 1229. If that's it, you liable to see us over there too, because I hope they keep good snacks like they do when they're hunting, because I know Nick, he keeps a big bag full of goodies, so I hope he's got a bag of goodies there. Of course, he's going to be calling, so in the Grand Nationals, or at least he's making the if hopefully he'll make the cut.
And good luck to him. I mean, I know he's worked his tail off trying to get to this point. He actually tried to get us to come to Columbus, Georgia, and do a call.
That was a KT event.
Yeah,
Who
yeah,
I hope to get to meet these guys one of these days. I hope to get to meet KT. I've heard good things about him. So
yeah. And we just couldn't make it.
it's still deer season over here, people.
But I can say, I know Dave Owen showed up at that, and if I would have seen his name on the list, me and you just went ahead and just fell back, even if we'd already signed our names up.
Oh, yeah. No, Dave's a lot of things, so he's a hell of a turkey caller.
Yes.
If you've never heard him, you need to just pull up some of the YouTube and listen to his calling, because he's amazing. He's got a talent. I wish I had it. I've been blowing on these calls for 30-something years, and there ain't no way I'd get in no contest, right? I mean, first off, I'm too old now. I guess I'd get in the senior division.
Yeah.
Me and Preston Pittman or somebody like that maybe get out there, and he's still going to put you to shame. But and I hope to see him. I hope he's there. I don't know if he'll be there or not. I know Eddie Salter's going to be there. He's getting like a lifetime achievement award
Or some Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Hall of Fame of turkey hunters, which in my book he should have been there 20 years ago. But,
well, he's a pretty good caller himself now.
Oh my God.
Jeez. He's real turkey. When you're in the woods, you have to turn around and see if it's him or if you've got a hen back behind you. I mean, he's good.
But not a better human out there. He's good as gold. What you see on TV, or he's got his own podcast, or if you see a little commercial he makes where he's at a show, that's him. That's him. He ain't no different. This is humble as anybody could ever be.
I mean, I just hope I have his drive at his age. I mean, the guy gets out there and hunts just about every day of turkey season. I mean,
well, you know that first year we went down there,
he just had
shoulder surgery because when we met him, he was about to have shoulder surgery because his autograph looked terrible on the call we bought. I think the owl hooter or something we bought.
Yeah.
And then he had just had that rotator cuff surgery, and heck, he was out there. He drove from Ohio overnight, stopped at his house, autographed and mailed out some calls, and then drove on to Florida. We was already down there, and come out and hunted. Got us in the woods that afternoon.
Yeah, I shot the sapling.
That's right. You shot the tree. You shot my turkey.
Yeah. And I really think that might have been Josie Wells I was shooting at, because that was the same property. And I mean,
he didn't have tore up tail feathers. I had a good look at him because I had a bead on him.
Well,
I was fixing to drop the hammer. Somebody gobbler blocked me.
Well, that's one thing about it. You think about, he had 4 or 5 hens with him, and with Eddie Collin, he was still good enough to get him to come over and take a look in the hens. I mean,
he did. He sure did. They came right off down through there, drifted right to us.
Yeah.
Now, to be truthful, Eddie did have him a little nap right before that, so he was fresh.
Yeah.
Because I thought he had died back there behind us, but he was actually he'd been on the road. I bet he didn't get 2 hours sleep in 24 hours. And the man is, what, 70?
I think
in his 70s?
70, yeah.
70 something.
72.
I just hope and pray I'm getting around like that.
Yeah, I mean, well, he's in Harrisburg, PA right now. So, I mean, he was in South Dakota last year. He was wanting us to meet.
I may wear my turkey shirt.
Yeah.
Throw it over, but over my other shirt.
Yeah.
Because he was a hero of mine. But anyway, we always seem to be drifting back to these turkeys, but it is turkey season. I flipped the switch last week. I went deer hunting here in Alabama. Deer season runs through February the 10th. They're still rutting down there where I hunt. I got pictures of them last night chasing. My son's down there, so I hope he gets one. But
Well, he was lucky. He got one last
He
week.
got one last week, not off our club property, but I got a little piece of property I bought right up the road. Had it. This is would be the third season, but it's the first season really been able to hunt it. I tried to hunt it last year, but it's too thick. I had a dozer come in, push out some green fields. It's gonna get good. I'm hoping to draw some of them national forest turkeys over there. That's really the reason I bought it, because it
Right.
borders two sides of national forest. It's only about 40 acres, but if it's the right 40, that's all you need. You know that.
That's right.
So anyway, it's going to be a fun time in Nashville, and I hope they kill these turkeys, or not turkeys, but kill them deer down there. The boys that's still hunting. But I flipped my switch. I put my gun up, wiped her down, put her in the gun safe. Now I got to get out the old Frenchie and make sure my batteries are right, my red dot. And I know some of you purists out there don't like red dots, but let me tell you, when you put the dot on them, they're dead.
Oh yeah.
And I'm 59 years old, and I need all the help I can get. I like to see that dot out there in front of them. I used fiber optics, but I used to knock them off. I'm rough. I put the bead down on a turkey one time, didn't even have front sight. It was gone. Still killed him, but I quit using fiber optics after that. I went and got me a red dot. So, and quit coating those dang 12 gauges. People, there ain't no reason to tote a 12 gauge no more.
No, I definitely proved that to myself in Texas
That's why
on my 20 gauge.
After that trip to Texas, and I toted that big old Mossberg 935. I've been shooting 835 till it wore my shoulder out, and I go to automatic. And it paid off. I still killed a turkey with it, but you was shooting that 870
Youth model.
over left-handed over your shoulder, kill one nearly, what, I don't know.
It was a 65, 66 yards.
That's when I said, I'm not toting this brick around no more. It was like toting an iron bar, piece of railroad iron. So I went and got me one.
Well, and I'm trying something different this year. I'm actually going to shoot a 20 gauge, but over and under that I've never even shot it over and under.
I ain't shooting two shells. You give me 5, baby, where it's legal. I ain't never needed 5, but you never know.
That's true.
You know.
But rigged completely out, the gun weighs like 5 pounds and some ounces. So I thought, I'm definitely going to give it a try.
Well,
it'll be hard to put the 870 youth model.
I got a feeling you'll be carrying it with us as a spare.
I bought a double case. I mean, it won't take but one hiccup, me trying to figure out which barrel's shooting what and everything else till
I'm gonna be sitting right beside you. So if it don't go off, I'll be there to back you up, buddy.
Yeah, well, I have a feeling that it'll go off. I just don't know which barrel it might be when I get excited.
Well, I didn't got your money. I just have to stick with the old generic Benelli Frenchie. But it's done the trick so far, so I can't complain.
Yeah, well, I mean, really, for somebody getting into it, I don't, like I say, I shoot an 870 youth model, 20 gauge. And I actually purchased that thing at Walmart for $200 or something. But, when you put a good choke in it and you get out and you see what it actually do, and with TSS, I mean, I know there's all kind of debate on TSS and this and that, but I'm a firm believer in it. I mean, I like to kill turkeys close, but like I say, I'm there to kill. If I need to stretch one out 60, I'll stretch it.
Listen, if I'm sitting over here at my uncle's farm, I ain't gonna have much of a shot. And even if I did, I don't know. I like them close too. But if I'm spending $2,000-$3,000 traveling out west somewhere, and I'm on a hunt, and I ain't got the whole season, and that turkey's out there 50, 55, 60 yards, and that's my only shot, I'm going to take that turkey because, like I said, I'm there. I'm out there to kill a turkey. I know I heard Dave Owens on a podcast today talk about the experience, and I got 10,000 pictures of stuff we've seen, and we've seen some great, beautiful, beautiful country. But like he said, I'm there to kill the turkey. I mean, I'm not too upset sometimes when I don't get to kill the turkey because I do enjoy being out there. That's why I do it. But I'm going out the door to kill a turkey. I'm not going out there just to listen to a gobble or listen to a red bird or a crow. I'm I'm going to kill a bird. Same way deer hunting. I'm out there to kill a deer. You know, I don't hate them like I used to. Squirrels. I mean, you just went squirrel hunting last weekend. Carried our two little young dogs. Your dog's, how old is she now?
Yeah, she's 9 months.
9 months.
Yeah.
Ruger just barely turned a year old, and they both started. And they both treed good. We didn't have no luck. They all treat den trees, but you can't help where the squirrel goes. The dogs did their job, so that's what we do, folks. We hunt. I maybe fish a little bit more because I live right here. I'm lazy. I don't get out in the boat. I walk down on the dock. The stripes about to start coming in. I saw one the other night.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
it won't be long they'll start pushing up.
But I hope we get, well, we done running in. We crossed the 30-minute mark.
Yeah.
But I hope we get, we're going to do probably 2 or 3 more of these things. It'll probably be just us rambling on. You'll probably hear more turkey talk because it's turkey season, or nearly turkey season. Might as well say it's turkey season. The convention's starting, so that kicks it off. And so you'll hear a lot of probably some tales of us on the road. We might even pack this stuff up and carry it with us. You might get a podcast out of a motel room if we can stay awake long enough. And if we don't have the Golden Girls on TV to watch.
Yeah, that's a must.
That's a must. When we check into a hotel, or before we check in, one of the first things we ask is, do they have the Hallmark channel? Because they ain't got the Hallmark channel. The Golden Girls ain't on to watch on TV before we go to sleep. Because we do share a room. We don't share a bed, but we do share a room. I'm too old to sleep in the truck. I ain't like them young guys that gonna sleep in a tent. I'm gonna sleep in a bed. I've worked hard my whole life, and I got a little bit of money. I can afford a hotel room. I will eat a gas station burrito if I have to, but we do eat good too, generally. If you look at us, you can tell we eat. I'll be the one with the white hair, though.
Yeah, some people think you're my father.
Yes, yeah. I have been accused of being his father. But all my old buddies died on me, so I had to get me a young one that was going to hang around maybe a little bit longer. Now, I hope I ain't the old one that dies, but either way. But, see, we've run 32 minutes here, almost 33 minutes, so we'll start wrapping this thing up if you want to. Yeah. But here's the deal. We're going to talk hunting. We're going to talk fishing. We're going to talk outdoors. We may talk working on the truck. We may talk a little politics. People don't like politics, but you know what? I don't really care. This is our podcast. We're going to try to keep it as clean as we can keep it. They might be a word or two dropped here and there, but we'll keep it clean enough for the kiddos, or we're going to try to. Or if we know something went on, or we had a guest, we'll try to let you know ahead of time. So, Junior might not need to listen to that one. But my opinion, that's what we're going to do. I don't know about you.
Yeah, that's what we set out to do. Just leave it raw and talk about the things that's going on, whether it be deer hunting, fishing, whatever,
Heck, we might even talk about painting a house, which I hope I never have to do. I am building a shop. The shop's built. I'm just wiring it. So, it may be just Dustin here. Anthony's in the hospital, got electrocuted, or he got knocked off the ladder and he's dead now. I don't know. But I did get the lights wired up there the other night. So, and one plug. And that plug come in handy today. I plugged in my air compressor and aired up my tractor tire. So
it was a success then.
Yeah, I don't know about that tractor tire. It goes down on me. I can't find a hole in it, but it'll go down every time. I know y'all aren't interested in that, but anyway, I had to clean up my driveway out here a little bit. About every 3 or 4 months, it has to be worked. Because we're out in the country. We don't live in the city. The little community I'm in, this area right here is called Sulphur Springs, but the community's Crane Hill.
I'm in New Georgia.
You're in New Georgia,
New Georgia. Yep,
free state of Winston.
that's right.
We ain't gonna get into that. We got into that a little earlier. We won't talk about that. Bunch of sissies wouldn't even get in on the war between the states. Wanted to be neutral, be Sweden, I guess, or wherever it is, Switzerland, or wherever that country was. It never gets in the middle of it. But anyway, I guess we'll wrap this thing up. If you want to wrap it up.
Hope to see all you guys at NWTF.
Yeah, look for us. Tell us you listen to this thing. Hey, come on or get on our Facebook page and let us know what you think. I know we rambled today, and I promise you it'll get better. Like I said, this is the first time we've ever done anything like this.
It's only the second time we've ever had the equipment out.
That's true. Hey, one of these days, folks, we're going to have some sound effects and music, and heck, we might even get Dustin to sing a song. I don't know, but once we learn this board, I just hope we learned how to get this thing uploaded and out here to everybody.
Yeah, we'd like to before NWTF.
We're gonna give it a shot anyway.
That's right.
Yeah, if you hadn't heard, if it's next month when you hear this and you hear about the NWTF, hope y'all had a good time at the NWTF, because we have messed up trying to get this thing uploaded. May have to give old Alex a call if we can't get that thing going.
Yeah.
So,
At least we do have some people to reach out to.
we have a few people. So far, everybody I've told we were going to do this to, or we was going to do this, and been very supportive.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, I hope to have them boys on here sometime. I hope to have some of these other folks. You know, hey, we're gonna drag people off the street. If maybe just a good old country boy up the road we know that's a heck of a hunter or does something special or whatever. Because I firmly believe you're really your OG turkey hunters you don't even know. They might live next door to you, because they don't talk about it. They're not no braggers, and they ain't gonna tell you much anyway because they don't want you over there hunting. So
That's right.
we're gonna get, and that's true in anything. The best bass fishermen, they may have a picture of their fish, but they ain't gonna tell you where they caught it. Half time won't tell you what they caught it on.
No.
So anyway, we'll wrap it on up, and I guess we'll get out of here tonight. We got our wives downstairs trying to be quiet. You know how that is, keeping the women quiet, keeping the dogs from barking. So, like I said, we'll get a studio put together here, especially if this thing takes off. If you people don't listen to us, we might have to put this stuff on eBay and sell it. I don't know, but we'll try. And I am rambling on. He's over there not saying a word, but he told me I was going to have to do a lot of talking. So I'm not a big talker. I'm not an outgoing person.
Yeah.
That's what I tell him. I'm a very shy guy.
Right.
So,
Well, we appreciate all you guys listening, and like I say, check us out on Facebook. Let us know what you thought about it.
yeah.
What-
If
who
you like it, get on down there and give us a good rating. Like some of them said, if you don't like it, don't rate us, or lie about it. Give us 5 stars anyway, because we can't get out to the people unless something to do with these ratings. Like I said, I'm not no computer guru of no kind, but it has something to do. The more people that like it, the more it gets out. So, you guys, I'm glad. I just appreciate you giving us the first listen. And you can tell all your friends and relatives you listened to the very first episode of Meat and Two. So,
First of many.
first of many, I hope. So anyway, I guess we're going to get on out of here. You ready to get out?
Yep.
All right. We'll see y'all hopefully in a week.
That's right.
Later.